Good day everyone, my name is Ooi Cheah He and I'm a student from Bachelor of Arts in Interior Architecture. In this video, I will be presenting about my internship experience in this time period. As we know that these few months has been hectic and I have been going through many challenges. So through this video, I will be presenting and sharing about my internship experience and projects. First of all, I would like to give a brief introduction about my internship company that is called Youngblood Creation. It was established in 2005 by director Mr. B.K. Low and creative director Ms. Yiling Tay. The company provides services such as design consultation and construction services. Youngblood Creation has completed various big projects. However, the present focus is on commercial projects such as grocery store, convenience stores, karaoke, offices, retail store, and so on. They have also accomplished a number of residential projects, which I will discuss in one of my major projects that I have been involved. As I previously mentioned, Serene Residence is one of the residential projects by Youngblood Creation in which I was involved, and the other two major projects in which I was involved are the TDCX Office Design Project and TDCX Training Center Design Project. Throughout the projects, I have been working on a variety of projects, and the scope of works was able to enhance my skill by participating in projects and site discussion and observation. Also, works included post-processing visuals with Adobe Illustrator and Photoshop, 3D SketchUp modeling and renderings, and also creating material and mood boards for projects. One of the major projects that I will be showcasing is Serene Residence, which is this residential project that I have worked in the early phase of my internship. It is situated at Mont Kiara. Through Serene Residence project, I have been experienced that the workflow for residential project is significantly slower than commercial projects in order to provide greater quality and appealing design and visual, as well as fulfilling client requirements on the project. As part of my lesson in this project, verifying the overall dimensions and specification of the projects with the contractor is a very crucial part to let the contractors to get a better understanding on the design and method of construction. I learned and taught by my colleagues the way to indicate measurements precisely in SketchUp and render in SketchUp using Enscape, which really boosts up the process and allowed me to submit without being late. The problem that I discovered in this project was that the measurements provided by the site contractor did not correspond to the actual site measurement. My colleague and I gained a better understanding of the site by conducting a full site inspection in a project, as well as recording measurements with photograph. At last, it solved the problems. The project's drawings were submitted on time and the contractors began constructing the design. As a designer, I realized we require to communicate our design to clients in order to give them an understanding of what and why we were designing based on their needs. Apart from that, I used to be anxious about communicating the projects with company directors and contractors, but project couldn't move on without proper communication. So then I realized communication plays an important role in making project move forward more swiftly. Moving on to the next major project. It is my first time participating in an office project during my internship period. The project is named TDCX Office and it is located at NU Tower 2, Kuala Lumpur. The project seeks to construct a functional telecommunication office for Lazada, Ralph Lauren, Wisteria Collection, and Stripe. This is my first office project, and in comparison to my prior residential project, it required efficient workflow, especially with the deadline being due in 5 days. Thus, team efficiency and communication is very crucial in this project to meet with the short deadline and notice. With the short forthcoming deadline and notice, I learned to retain resilience and successfully adjust to work under high pressure and a tight schedule throughout this project. My senior has given me advice and direction on post-processing the visuals in Photoshop. where I learned the ways to alter the general settings, specifically on adding lighting, changing the colors of certain items, and learning how to fine-tune the entire visual to look more vividly. The difficulties I encountered in this project were drawing joineries and detail drawings, as well as capturing perspective and indicating dimension. Eventually, I told my senior about my difficulties with the drawings, and I received thoughtful advice and suggestion to be able to complete the drawings. Ultimately, it was a fruitful learning experience. Throughout this project, it took me through the various phases of project development, and it provided me with the real insight into how design practices work in the industry. In conclusion, it is difficult to ask or receive feedback because of the amendments and feedbacks that it takes long time to amend. But I realized that receiving feedback from seniors has a positive impact on my future career so that I can do it correctly in the next time. Last but not least, this is my third major project that I have been involved in following after TDCX office tender submission. We have gotten another project that is a training center by TDCX situated at NU Tower 1 KL. Through this project, I have also learned that project collaboration is essential when working as a team to meet project deadlines, because it increases productivity through efficient workflow and the ability to submit on time. This project taught me to be able to cope with short notice and short deadline projects with resilient attitude and great performance despite the challenges in the projects. I have learned the way to compute foot runs and square feet using floor and wall finishes layout drawings in AutoCAD, so I could forward the calculation to our creative director in order for her reference to calculate the BQ costing. In this project, I faced difficulties in constructing the furniture in the right proportion, and my senior advised me to try to visualize and measure the furniture around the company so that we can get a general idea of what is the general measurement of a chair, table, lighting, and etc. It is important to learn where the designs are being built in, and through this, what we as a designer can implement to improve the overall user experience and meet users' requirements, especially since this is my first time participating in this type of project. Last but not least, to develop my overall abilities and be more effective throughout the project execution, I have learned that seeking from seniors and having communication with the team, it enhances my ability and productivity in work. Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes my sharing of my internship experience. I appreciate your time and attention. Thank you.